the Lakers to the line so often.
I mean, easy points, obviously, but they're, if I'm not mistaken, one of the top defenses statistically. And so if you give a defense time to set up and get organized, it's harder. They get easy points at the line if they're making them, and then we're facing a set defense every possession. And I mean, I know they remember the last game that we played against them, and they came out with a lot more aggressiveness. And then, like you say, you add that on top of, the equation. It's tough. So first 6 minutes, put ourselves in a hole, and they kept the pressure on us. It's kind of a tough game all the way around.
Did this surprise you? Steve you guys have had some blowouts this year, but you kind of seem to be gaining some momentum. Were you surprised that this happened?
You're always surprised. I mean, there's nothing you come into the game expecting anything like that, but we have been playing well. We're putting, good performances, stacked, back to back to back, and even, the two that we lost in the last couple of seconds in New York, Orlando type of vibe. Like we felt we played, the majority of the game and played well. So tough way to start tonight, knowing that they were going to come out and try to avenge what happened last time, and they did that.
Do you feel like you guys have had less practice than normal this year because of the circumstances? And then you have 2 off days, you should get a good practice Tuesday. Do you think that'll help?
Yeah, I think we've had a very condensed travel schedule this last, 10 days. With back-to-backs on the East Coast and coming back home for seemed like a nap and then back on the road. So all those type of things to get settled and have a good practice to figure out, one, to get our bodies back rejuvenated, but then I can get our minds locked in. I feel like we have had less practice, but we've been with all the different protocols and stuff. I know every team in the league's going through it, but mentally it's a challenge to stay locked in with everything going on. And the good teams, the ones that are playing consistently, bring that mental focus. And tonight, we didn't have it.
Stephen, what are the main lessons you want to take from this kind of game?
I think the biggest thing, Draymond said it a little bit at halftime. We have to remember that even when we're playing well, we won 3 in a row. Teams still want to beat us and beat us bad. They still have, a lot of memories from the last 5-6 years. So I think a lot of that is you have to, against the really good teams, those disciplines that separate a good team from a great team have to show up. Carrot that at the beginning. Like we've done a great job of not fouling teams, and then you give the best defense in the league, set possessions and easy points, and they thrived off of that, and they brought a little bit more energy in the first quarter. So those little things that we can control. Can't control makes and misses every night, but you can control being smart defensively, not fouling. You can control your energy and your effort and your competitiveness. And we've done a really good job of that. And all of a sudden tonight, we didn't have any of it. So shows in the score.
Steph, to what Draymond was telling you guys at halftime, do you think that'll ever fade as long as you are still in the league because of what you guys accomplished?
Probably not. That's a great thing because hopefully we're back, where we plan to be. So, no.
Steph, does losing to Lebron James' team mean something different, or is just one more game?
Just one more game.
And what is the biggest lesson of this big loss against the Lakers?
Again, they're a great team. They've even without AD, they know who they are. They have that championship mindset and experience. We got them last time by just competing for 48 minutes and stealing one down the stretch after coming back tonight. they were more focused and more locked in than we were, and that showed.
How much more difficult is it to get some of that off ball, uncontested dunks when you play a veteran defense that, has probably scouted it?
I mean, a little bit harder, but it's still part of the level of execution that we can get to. But again, it might be too simple because I keep saying it, but it literally was just that first quarter where everything was just at their pace because we couldn't get any stops, and we were taking the ball either out of the basket or, inbounding it off a free throw. And, they understand our set, so if they have time to prepare, then they're much more likely to be in the right place and kind of take us out of our stuff. But, we feel like we still can run our offense and execute and beat even the best teams at it.
Steph, this is Davide from Italy. Forgetting about this game, probably you didn't play at your best as a team. What do you think of the Warriors season so far, considering we are almost at the All-Star break?
We've been average, and we've been playing better as of late, trending in the right direction before tonight. But our confidence is high, and our resiliency has always been there. So I feel like some of our losses have been tough to swallow because they've been like tonight, and some of our big wins have been kind of exhilarating and playoff type atmospheres and emotions. But second half of the season, well, we got a big game Wednesday, so I won't get too ahead of myself. But got to close these last two on the right foot, get rejuvenated over the break, and nothing's really lost in terms of where we want to be in the seeding and the chase to solidify, solid playoff position.
Hi, Steve. Maria Vidal for Top Deportes in Latin America.
Okay, last question. Go ahead. Last question.
Okay. You were just mentioning the word time. So this team has the time to rest and to switch tables to thinking about Wednesday. So what are the main improvements that you would like to see from your team to step up and just move forward?
I think just a collective commitment to the things that have helped us win games, which is rebounding the ball better, not fouling, and trying to create good shots on the offensive end with our execution. So Wednesday it'll be a really good test again for us on the road against a team that's desperate for a win. And obviously Dame's been playing amazing, so we got to start the game much better than we did tonight. So sustain that for 48 minutes, and to be a team as capable as they are offensively on the road, it's going to take a really good game for us to do that. And obviously we're up for the task, but we gotta go take it.